Have you ever heard of the soldier who went into battle armed with a longbow, a sword, and a set of bagpipes? This isn't a fantasy movie. This is the absolutely wild, true story of Mad Jack Churchill. Jack wasn't your typical soldier. While his comrades carried rifles, Jack insisted on bringing his trusty longbow. Why? He believed any officer who goes into action without his sword is improperly dressed, and he wasn't kidding. In 1940, during the Battle of France, he signaled an attack by raising his claymore sword. Then, he actually shot a German sergeant with his longbow, becoming the only known British soldier to score a longbow kill in World War II. Imagine the sheer confusion of the enemy soldiers seeing arrows flying their way, but that's just the start. Later in the war, in Italy, Jack and a corporal were tasked with capturing a German observation post. Under the cover of darkness, they crept up on the position. Jack, with his sword drawn, leapt into the post screaming "Hand hock," which means hands up. The sheer shock and terror of seeing a wild-eyed Scotsman with a massive sword in the middle of the night was enough. He and his partner single-handedly captured 42 German soldiers and a mortar crew. 42, all with a sword and the element of pure, unadulterated surprise. His adventures didn't stop there. He was captured, of course. Who wouldn't be with his methods? He was sent to a concentration camp, but did he stay put? Absolutely not. He and another officer crawled under the wire and simply walked away. They tried to walk all the way to the Baltic coast, but were recaptured. Sent to another camp, he escaped again, and after walking 150 miles living off stolen vegetables, he finally stumbled upon an American armored column and was safe. When the war in Europe ended, Jack was disappointed. He famously said, "If it wasn't for those damn Yanks, we could have kept the war going another 10 years. He was then sent to the Pacific, but by the time he got there, the atomic bombs had been dropped, ending the war entirely. He was, again, genuinely annoyed that the fighting was over. After the war, what does a man like Mad Jack do? He didn't settle down for a quiet life. He moved to Palestine, where he helped evacuate hundreds of Jewish doctors and patients from a hospital under siege, driving them to safety in a bus amidst heavy fire. Then, he took up a new hobby, surfing. He became a passionate surfer and even designed his own surfboards. A medieval warrior, a World War II hero, and a surf bum. You just can't make this stuff up. Jack Churchill's life is a testament to the idea that sometimes the most unconventional methods are the most effective. He wasn't just brave, he was brilliantly eccentric. He marched to the beat of his own drum, or in his case, the sound of his own bagpipes, which he famously played during landings to both inspire his men and terrify the enemy. He lived by his own code and created a legend that sounds more like a tall tale than a history lesson. He passed away in 1996, leaving behind a legacy as one of the most remarkable and downright coolest soldiers to have ever lived. So next time you think you've heard it all, remember the story of Mad Jack, the man who proved that a sword, a bow, and a whole lot of guts could be just as mighty as any modern weapon. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this incredible story, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next dive into history's most fascinating characters. See you next time.